Ha. Ha. Hello world. Hello YouTube. Hello everybody. This is Pure D White Cloud coming at you. And this is a video response to not only the video that Prepper Princess put out, Jobs After the Collapse, I'll put a link below. The comment, and I don't mean nothing mean by it, it's just a lot of people don't, they don't, I don't know, they comprehend, not comprehend, but, they just have an assumption that things are going to be the same as it always was. What is that called? Cognitive dissonance or normalcy bias? Either way. My Frugal Life. I'm pretty good comment, interesting thing. Says these are great ideas, but not everybody wears makeup on a regular basis, which is true. But, there's going to be the hoedowns and the things that are going to be social events to where folks get together. Now remember, like I said in my video, or my comment to her, folks want to look nice for each other and just nice in general. I don't like looking like I do. If I could do better, I would. But, I mean to tell you, right? And you need facilities and this and that for that. Let's move on. I am sure people would rather have food than makeup. True, but, once you settle it down a little bit, people are inherently lazy. And to go out there and marauding and all that, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Just not going to get up all, if things are going well. You might have the odd marauder, but that'll tend to bleed out, a year or two. People are going, I ain't going out there. I'm going to get shot, or, I'm growing it out here, and I got some pigs and cows, and I'm doing just fine. I ain't going to go mess with Mr. Johnson's place down the road. I digress. Okay, I'm sure people would rather have food than makeup. Nail care, shaving. Most people have clippers, razors, and scissors, and other tools to take care of that. Well, yeah, now, right? But a good stainless steel like nail clippers, man, that's going to be a hard find. Think about it. People they'll lose them, they get smashed, rusty, old, dull, that kind of thing. Scissors, boy, I'll bet you, man, people will, they'll guard that kind of thing with their life because they won't be able to be made. That's stainless steel, and that's not easy to do. You're going to have those sheep shears, right? You've seen them, to cut things and this and that. And as far as razors, the disposable razor, and this is the main reason I brought this subject up, was that no more disposable razors. And even if you have them, they last me maybe a week, 10 days. If I really, if you shave every day, a week. And that's the thing, it's done. You can't, it'll rip the hide right off your face, right? So don't depend on that, and scissors can't get done. I like clean shaven, because this is sensitive areas here, and I like things next to my face. Anyway, straight razor shaving will be the thing, and even then, a straight razor, man, I don't know. I'd have to look it up as to how they shaved, way back, like the Phoenicians and the Romans, is they shaved too, and they did their heads, everything, and that's got to be a, by God, sharp-ass razor to shave nicely without butchering yourself, in the process. Now, me alone, I really, really got downhearted and depressed because I couldn't get someone, because I like to carry a beard, right? And but you got to have what's called your lines cut, cut square and true. And there are those because African American people, their hair, they cut their lines. That's what that comes from, cutting your lines. And I like my stuff 5 by 5. That way I look good and nice, fine, handsome young fella. And I just can't do it. You can't get in a mirror and get the angle. You can't do it. Right, there are those that do it, them young fellas, but when you get, your arm busted up, and arthritis in your hands, or you just don't care to, you'll go to the barbershop. The barbershops in every little burg, every town, and 2 or 3, 4 of them, right? They were just as important as the blacksmith shop, that kind of thing. Every single town had one, right? And to maintain a razor is not easy, because you got to have that razor so sharp that you can take a hair and just let it fall on the razor and it'll cut it. You can't go sawing on it. You just can't do it. Yeah, it's got to be sharp, razor sharp. And that's not that easy, to have a nice place, a building, where you keep that. The man knows how to sharpen it. He'll go down to the blacksmith and, maybe, I'm not sure. It would be an interesting study as to shaving, right? And not just men shave, women do too, that kind of thing. They don't want hair sticking out all every, crack and crevice. And that kind of thing. So don't assume that what we have presently will be in existence in a breakdown situation, even a bit of a small one, my frugal. I'm not being mean. You got to think about this now. There's not going to be plastic. Not going to be those bands that you see in them disposable razors that come out of the machines. That won't be being made at all. Scissors will, they stamp them out and right. That ain't happening. So if you're assuming that, this is going to go on, and another thing, I tell you what, back in the day, right, barbers were the doctor, right? They took care, you say you had a big old busty boil or zit something, they pinched that and did that and doctored things up, ear, nose, and throat, meatball medicine. They were the doctors of back in the day. So that would be that part, right? And my point being, when I work hard, I have a beard and I sweat, right? If you leave that sweat in there, it'll eat right into you. It'll eat right into your hide and scab up and rash and rape and ruin your skin. So to have that be clean shaven would be a must, for any good hard-working man. Also, in the cold, people think, oh, well, you have a big beard and it'll be nice and warm. Not necessarily. It would rather be having a wool something on a clean face, you would stay warmer. I saw that in an old caveman movie. But that's where I get a lot of my knowledge. But anyway, yeah, the barber and being able to have his tools of the trade kept well in a nice place. You just don't do that in a saddlebag or a backpack. And that razor cuts loose or something, anything. It butcher your stuff. So not everybody carries a razor at all. That's an assumption. And I hope I've helped you out and, let you know about some things men go through. And there it is. So, live by your wits, not by your worries. Peace. Bye. Bye, little bones. Peace.